Hi, and good morning. Welcome to Hatha Level 1 Yoga Therapeutics. So for today, I'm going to get some mobility, a lot of movement, fluidity throughout as many joints as we can, starting from at the base of the skull, from the very top of the neck, all the way down the length of the spine. We're also going to take a look at opening up the shoulders, the hips. So to begin today's practice, we can start by grabbing our props for today that we need. So we're going to need 2 scarves. So if you don't have 2 scarves, at least take one or a medium towel. Then to replace the other one, we're going to need a belt or a yoga strap. And then we're going to make sure that we have a stack of books that's about 9 inches in height. So 9 inches is actually the same height as one of the yoga blocks, like so. So we're going to take that off to the side. With either our secondary scarf or the medium-sized towel. So we're just going to leave that off to the one side. And then to create our bolster, we're also going to need a long towel, which you're going to display out on the ground right in front of you to create the bolster to begin today's practice. And then you're going to take your pillow. You're going to fold your pillow in half lengthwise, as tight as you can. And then you're going to roll up your pillow into your towel, just like a little burrito. Make sure your roll is nice and tight. And then all of a sudden, you have your bolster set up. Lastly, we're going to make sure that we have a small blanket available to us. So any small blanket will do. I'm going to find a nice tall seat. And begin to take a few deeper breaths. Taking your time to fill your lungs to their fullest capacity on every inhalation. And taking the time, allowing for that breath to release from the body in a soft sigh. Take about 2 more deep breaths, just like this. Slowly begin to slide the arms back, aligning them with the trunk of the body. And as you slide the arms and the shoulders back, noticing a natural openness across the chest. Descending heavy sit bones rooting into the earth as you guide your breath up the entire length of the spine, through the tailbone, ascending, lifting each vertebra as you rise up through the crown of the head, reaching to the cosmos, reaching to the sky. Descending your shoulders away from your ears, lengthening the neck, finding integrity throughout the entire body. Guiding your navel towards the spine to support it. And then slowly beginning to allow your breath to return back to its neutral state. Observing your breath, observing all of the sensations through the touch of the breath, noticing the expansiveness of every inhalation. Through the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. Beginning to find your intention for today's practice. Guiding your hands together in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart, placing the lengths of the thumbs over the sternum, connecting to the touch of the heart's beat. Let us inhale to Om, to seal our intention to begin today's practice. Inhaling now. Rubbing your hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. And once you find that the hands get warm, begin to cup the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of the touch. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. Guiding the hands over the knees. As you inhale, reaching through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. On your exhalation, descending the chin over the chest. Releasing the full weight of the head, allowing the back of the neck to lengthen. Take one more breath here on your exhalation, releasing the full weight of the head. As you inhale, begin to guide the right ear towards the right shoulder, making the journey across the chest through the chin. On your exhalation, guiding the chin along the chest, making your journey all the way across back down through center. And as you inhale, guiding your left ear towards the left shoulder. Synchronizing your breath with your movements as you begin to shift back towards the right side. And then back towards the left, continuing to shift from side to side, using the rhythm of your breath. Allowing your head to become very, very heavy as you lengthen the back side of the neck and the sides. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's all meet at the right side where the ear is draping towards the shoulder. Then from here, we're going to take the left hand down on the ground right next to the hip. We're going to guide the right hand just on the outer edge of the left side of the head. From here, as you plant your hand, you're going to release the weight of the right arm. So you're not going to pull on your head, you're just releasing the weight, the natural weight of the arm, allowing the ear to come closer towards the shoulder. From here, you can start to walk your left fingertips away from the body. Take 1 full breath here, inhaling. And then as you exhale, allow the head to become even heavier as you guide your breath through the left side of the neck, opening, releasing, letting go. Take 1 more breath. And then slowly begin to slide the right hand on the top left back corner of the head. As you do so, you're going to descend the right side of the chin closer towards the chest. And you're still shifting your head towards the right. So now we're getting it in through the back side of the left side of the neck. And you're going to start to walk your left hand all the way back behind you. Inhale here. And as you exhale, allow the entire weight of the head to sink as you open up the back of the left side of the neck. Allow your head to become so heavy it drapes forward. One more breath. Slowly begin to release the right hand back to the knee. Guide your left hand back to the left knee. And then as you exhale, begin to descend the chin over the chest once again. And then on your next inhalation, guiding the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then taking your left hand on the outer edge through the right side of the head. On the next exhalation, releasing the full weight of the left arm as you descend the ear closer towards the shoulder. Guide the right hand down on the ground by your hip. You're going to start to walk your right hand all the way back. As you walk your hand, all the way out to the front, all the way out to the side. We almost skipped a step there. So you're going to walk your right hand off to the side here, straight from the hip. And then you're going to take 1 breath. On your exhalation, release the full weight of the head, allowing the ear to come a little bit closer towards that shoulder. Guide your breath through the entire right side of the neck. One more breath. You're going to walk the left hand on the top, back, right, top corner of the head. You're going to start to shift the chin closer towards the chest once again. You're still shifting towards the left side here. You're just going to get back through the back side of the right to the neck. And then from here, you're going to start to walk your right fingertips all the way back. On your next exhalation, releasing the full weight of the head and allowing the chin to come closer towards the chest, leaning towards the left side. One more breath. Perfect. Begin to release both hands back down towards the knees. On your inhale, guide the crown of the head back to center. We're going to do a couple of rotations here to release the neck. So from here, just start to draw big circles with the crown of the head. Careful not to crank your neck back. Take one more rotation in this direction, and then we're going to change directions. Changing directions. Four, three, two, and one. Perfect. So now we're going to get into the shoulders. Let's inhale, shoulders, squeeze them all the way up to the ears. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. On your exhalation, you're going to roll the shoulders all the way back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale to roll them back. All right, start making your circular rotations, moving back all the way through the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Changing directions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to open up our arms into a wide T position. Inhale to lift through the crown of the head. On your exhalation, you're going to tip the right shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's do one more rotation on both sides. In and out. In and out. In, release. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start to just warm up our forearms here a little bit. Let's take our arms out right in front of us. And from here, let's start to pump the fists. Breathing in deeply. 3, 2. Perfect. Shift the hands all the way overhead. Keep pumping the hands. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's guide the palms together, interlace the fingers, and start to roll out the wrists. Opposite direction. Excellent. All right, so let's get into a little bit of spine work. So we're going to be going in through cat-cow. I'm going to turn over to my side so you guys can see what I'm doing. So you're going to rest your hands over the knees. We're going to exhale into cat. So you're going to tuck your tailbone. You're going to tuck your tailbone. Navel presses in through the spine as you guide the spine all the way back on your exhalation. As you begin to inhale, you're going to lift your heart up towards the sky. Into cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to shift back and forth with the rhythm of your breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Guiding the spine back through center. And we're going to start to do something called the Tibetan sequence, aka squishing it around. You'll know why it's called squishing it around in a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoop the belly in. So right now, soft belly, scooping the belly in. You're going to pull the navel back in through the spine, and you're going to lift the navel up in through the ribs. Okay. So that's that little scooping action that you have here. So this versus full belly. All right. Guiding your hands back down towards the knees. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Keep the belly scooped in. On your exhalation, you're going to start squishing it around. Draw big circles here, moving through the spine. Keeping the crown of the head facing the ceiling. Big circular motions through the spine. Going in this direction for 3, 2, and 1. Change directions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Coming all the way back to center. We're going to start to do a little bit of some side bending. We're going to inhale, fingertips up to the sky. On your exhalation, folding over towards the right. The right hand comes down onto the ground as you sink the left sit bone deep into the earth. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Synchronize your breath with your movement as you flow from side to side. 4, 3, 2, And 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold over towards the right. This time on our inhalation, we're going to shift the left shoulder back, opening up our hearts to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to shift the front of the heart down to the ground to the right of you as you reach down to the ground through the left fingertips, opening up the back of the space between the shoulder blades, opening up the back of the heart towards the sky. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale, center. Exhale over towards the left. Inhale, open, spiral your chest open towards the ceiling. Exhale to close. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Guiding your left hand on the right knee, the right hand lands on the earth behind the back body. Inhale, open up your heart, reach to the crown. Exhale, guide your gaze past the right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the left knee, left hand on the earth behind you. Inhale, reach to the crown, open up your heart. Exhale, navel to spine, gaze past the left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, arms all the way wide, landing on the earth behind you. Fingers are pointing away from you. From here, we're going to open up our feet. And then, so this is going to look a little bit funny here. I'm going to shift my sit bones back so that you can see what we're going to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk forward through your sit bones. Walk, 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 walk. Walk so much forward so that your chest begins to lift through a little bit of tension here. So walk so much forward so that the heart and the chest begins to open up. From here, you're going to lift the heart even higher towards the ceiling as you spiral the shoulders all the way back. From here, you're going to start to press in through the left hand. As you exhale, descend the knees. So the legs are together now. Descend the knees over towards the right side, pressing through the left hand. So that may be a very new sensation over towards that left shoulder. Breathe in through the left shoulder. Breathe in through the sensations. Opening for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, guide the knees back through center. Press through the right palm this time. On your exhalation, you're going to descend the knees over towards the left. Keep your heart nice and open. Guiding your breath through the right shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale back through center. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows here a little bit. And you're going to shift your sit bones back. And from here, we're going to open up our feet wider than hip width distance. You're going to start to swish the knees from side to side. Beginning to get a little bit of mobility in through the hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's guide the legs back to center. And then from here, if you'd like, you can tuck that left leg in a half lotus here. So you're just going to bend the knee and take that leg back onto the ground. And then we're going to start to get a little bit of mobility in through the right knee. So let's interlace the fingers, and we're going to cradle the back of the thigh here in order to lift the right leg so that the foot is off the floor here. Okay? So then from here, you're going to start to draw circles with your toes, getting some mobility here in through your right knee. For 3, 2, and 1. Change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're going to release that leg back down to the ground. We're going to switch sides. Cradling the back of the left thigh. Inhale to lift the foot off the ground. And then as you exhale, start to draw your big circles or little circles, whatever feels best for your body, to bring a little bit of mobility and fluidity in through your left knee. For 3, 2, and 1. Change directions. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's slide the legs all the way forward. Perfect. So legs are together. And then from here, we're just going to plant the hands right alongside the hips. We're going to inhale, point the toes towards you, flex the feet, press to the heels, exhale to point the toes away from you. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. In. And out. Perfect. From here, we're going to start to make big circles here through the toes, getting into the ankles in this direction for 3, 2, 1. Changing directions. 3, 2, and 1. All right, excellent. Let's come on to hands and knees. So if you're anything like myself, if you'd like to get comfy, definitely get your blanket out. You're going to fold your blanket in such a way so that you can comfortably rest your knees over your blanket. A little bit of a cushion here. And then from here, we're going to go through a couple of cat-cows. So let's exhale into cat, inhale to cow, just like we did before in a seated position, okay? On your exhalation, tucking the tailbone under, navel to spine, spine to the sky. On your inhalation, opening up the chest, releasing the belly and the spine towards the earth. 3 more rounds. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Untuck the toes. Exhale, child's pose. From here, we're going to inhale, shift the body forward. On our exhalation, we're going to make sure that the spine is nice and long. Navel is tucked in. From here, we're going to go in through a couple of shoulder dips. We're going to inhale, lift the back of the heart right in between the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. On your exhalation, you're going to release the front of the heart back down towards the ground through the shoulder blades. So we're isolating the movements through just the shoulders. Exhale, descend. Inhale to lift up. Perfect. Let's keep our breath moving in and out of this pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, sit bones back, child's pose. Inhale, navel to spine. As you shift forward, you're going to reach the entire length of the spine up towards the ceiling. Once the shoulders are starting to move past the wrists, you're going to descend the belly and you're going to open up your heart. Exhale, sit bones back. Inhale, navel to spine, lifting the spine up to the sky. As you shift past the wrists, release the belly, open up the heart, reach through the crown. Exhale, sit bones back. 2 more rounds. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale, tabletop position. Perfect. On your exhale, you're going to tuck your toes under. Okay, so from here, we're going to start to isolate the movements from just the hips, getting our hips nice and warmed up once again. So pretend as though you have a tray resting on your spine and there's jugs of water on the tray. So try to keep your spine nice and flat the entire time. From here, we're going to start off with the right leg. So you're going to bend the knee. You're going to start, inhale, guiding the knee close towards the chest. On your exhale, you're going to start to shift that knee back. Draw big circles with the right knee and try to maintain a long, even spine so that you can isolate the movement through just that right hip. Keeping a nice, tight, firm core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go over towards the left side now. Tucking the right toes under, untucking the left toes. Inhale, knee into chest. Exhale to rotate outward. Keeping that belly pulled in through the spine, finding integrity throughout the body. Making your big, large circles with that left knee, keeping the spine as still as you can keep it. 3, 2, and 1. Changing directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to get our toes nice and close together. And we're going to slide the knees as far apart as you can away from each other. You're going to untuck the toes. And you're going to take the sit bones all the way back into a wide-legged child's pose. Walk your hands all the way forward. Take one more breath. Inhale, table. Exhale, guide the knees back in, hip width distance apart. And then from here, what we're going to do, we're just going to visit downward facing dog for a couple of breaths. And then we're gradually going to transfer back to our spines. Before we do that, we're going to open up our hips a little bit further. Let's press our heels back into our downward facing dog. From here, you can shift your blanket off to one side of the mat. Let's take one breath here in down dog. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling a sigh. At every angle, you're going to guide the heels of the palms on the inner crest of the right foot as you begin to flip the left foot over. So both feet are in. Exhale, you're going to descend the weight over towards the left side. Inhale to transfer the weight. Exhale to sink. Continue to shift from side to side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale back through center. Let's flip the feet so that they're in line with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Reach through the soft spot right at the center of the head, lengthening the full spine. Shifting your shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the neck. Scoop the belly in. Exhale, fold. One more breath. Soften the knees. Flip the feet outward at a 45-degree angle. Both feet, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the crown up to the sky, keeping your sit bones towards the earth, keeping your knees bent. Rising into squat, into Kali squat. Guide your hands towards the heart center. Inhale to reach to the crown of the head, navel to spine. Exhale to sink the sit bones lower to the earth. Three, 2, and 1. From here, begin to take your hands back towards your hips. You're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, flip the feet back. Inhale, reach to the crown. Open up your heart. Exhale, pivot from the hips. Lead with the heart, forward fold. From here, we're going to flip the right toes towards the front of your mat. You're going to inhale, flip the right hand on the outer edge of the right foot, shifting your gaze towards the front of your mat, pivoting the back left foot. From here, we're going to inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, cross the legs. Descend the sit bones down. And coming back into a seated position. Okay, so we are going to set ourselves up so that it's a little bit easier to come into the final resting pose. So for the final resting pose for today is not going to be Shavasana. It's going to be a supported Shavasana. So this is actually a pose taken from restorative yoga. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our bolster on hand. And we're going to make sure that our books are neatly stacked. So all we're going to do for now is we're going to prepare the books by wrapping them into place so that they don't slip and slide around. So this is essentially going to be your block to hold up your bolster in place. You're going to wrap either your medium-sized towel, your secondary towel, or your secondary scarf, around your books to secure them in place. Okay. And you're going to take that towards the front of your mat. So, before we come into the final resting space, we're going to come back onto the spine. Rest the length of the spine back down to the ground. You're going to press through the feet. Inhale, lift the hips in order to slide your bolster, your homemade bolster, your little pillow there, underneath the hips. Then you're going to open up your arms into a wide T position. And then upon your next inhalation, you're going to start to lift one foot up at a time, guiding your feet up towards the ceiling. Closing your eyes, lengthening your breath. Take one more breath here. And then slowly begin to allow the legs to drape away from each other as you surrender the weight of your legs to gravity. Bring your awareness throughout the hips, the glutes, and the thighs. Notice if there's any tension. And if there is, guide your breath, guide your exhalations in through any muscle that is still engaged, giving those muscles permission to let go and surrender. Surrender to gravity, allowing the inner hips to open up even deeper. If you find that the legs start shifting forward, you can guide your hands through the mid-thigh, and you can rotate the thighs inward towards the body, helping to keep your legs in place for the next 3 full breaths. Last breath. Slowly beginning to bend the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Release the feet back down to the ground. And as you inhale, press to the feet, lifting the hips up to release the bolster off to one side. From here, you can choose your favorite way to come up into a seated position so that we can take ourselves into the final posture, which is probably one of my favorite things. So from here, all we're going to do, you're going to take your secondary scarf, just in case if you wanted to go into supported butterfly pose as you're reclining your spine back down onto your bolster. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have our bolster nice and tightly rolled up. we're going to have our small blanket. So we're going to roll our small blanket up for support to a small little sausage here, just like so. And you're going to grab your books that are wrapped up into your scarf. You're going to take that towards the top part of your mat. And then your little sausage roll here is going to come in a little T-shaped position. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your bolster and you're going to rest your bolster down over your blanket and your pillows. Give it your bolster a little bit of a push to make sure that nothing is going to slide anywhere from under you. And then you have two options here. So option A, you can extend your legs forward and then you can rest the entire length of the spine. So notice how there's no space between my back and the bolster. You're going to rest the entire length of the spine back over your bolster and open up your arms wide, allowing your forearms to drape towards the earth. If you'd like to maintain an openness throughout your hips, you can either take yourself into butterfly pose, like so, or to help support the feet in place, you can rise back up, take your scarf, grab your scarf alongside the back of the body, just over the hips. You're going to essentially tie your feet in place. So from here, I'm going to lift my feet up so you can see what we're doing. So once your scarf is wrapped around your hips, you're going to wrap one end of the scarf on the outer edges of the feet like you see here. You're just going to tie yourself into place here. If this is the thing that you're choosing to do. Belts also work. They're a little bit longer, so I find that they work a little bit better depending on flexibility. The other option is obviously, not so obviously, the other option would be to grab other sets of pillows and hoist up your knees that way. So from here, as you notice, you can't really go anywhere once you're tied in. So once you get yourself tied into place, then you're going to assist the spine back down and you're going to open up your arms into a nice wide T position to close today's practice. Once you've settled down, take a few deep breaths. So this pose, you can go into this pose at any point in time during the day or during the week. This will help relax your body significantly more efficiently than just resting on a flat ground. This elevation allows for the body to step into the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing for you to relax deeper and faster. Notice the openness of the chest. Release the full weight of the tailbone and the hips towards the earth. Notice the expansiveness of the breath. Observing all of the sensations throughout the body. Observing the breath. And the touch of the heartbeat. throughout the trunk of the body, down the length of the legs, through the arms and the head. Taking the last deepest breath here, in through the nostrils, exhaling through an open mouth. Slowly rising back up into a seated position to close today's practice with the sound of Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi, which means peace, peace, peace. Guiding your hands towards heart center, resting the lengths of the thumbs over the sternum, connecting to the touch of the heart's beat. Let us inhale to Om to close today's practice. Inhaling now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, freedom, and optimal health. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. From my heart to yours. Namaste. It's always an honor to guide you in any practice throughout the week. So for those of you who are not aware, I do teach this very same class. So it's not going to be exactly the same posture every week. It's going to be a little bit different. However, every Monday morning at 10:30, there will be a class for yoga therapeutic. Questions that you have, anything that you're looking for within your practice, please feel free to drop a comment into any. Have the most beautiful of days. Happy Monday. And have a fantastic day.